Hello YouTube, we're back, another video. I don't even know if it'll be a new video, but I'm back in the van working, and today's project, so to kind of recap where I left off, I was building the box for the sub, the water tank, and the seat. We were framing those up, building them, gluing them. That stuff takes a while to dry. I didn't really factor that into my build, just because I've never done it before. That was one thing that we were talking about a lot yesterday, was how many things I've never done before that I'm doing on this build for the first time, and those boxes were one of those things. That leads me to today. Though while those are drying and setting up, I got the fairing strips cut for the ceiling. I've never done fairing strips before, but I know that I need them. It's gonna make my life a lot easier when I'm trying to screw all of this in and get it all measured out. So the goal today is to just get these fairing strips in. I already unloaded the back of the van. I didn't record that just because, hey, we all have to load and unload. So I'm gonna do that, so I already did that. I'm doing the fairing strips now, and then I'm gonna take the measurements for the ceiling, and maybe I'll cut them today, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. So I got my measurements. So as you can see, first got up the fairing boards for the ceiling, and I was thinking like, it might actually be pretty easy to put up the ceiling right now. And I figured out that it's 70 inches wide by 98 inches long. And I have two 4x8 sheets, so they're 48 inches wide by whatever 8 is. I'm not great at math. 8 times 12, so we got 97 inches. So one of these boards is almost long enough to run the length of the van, but because of the width, I don't want to try to have to piece them straight, like straight like that together. I would rather do them sideways and do them 70 inches long for the width, and then they'll be 48 inches wide. So 48 is ends up being 2 boards wide, I believe. 96, so just shy of 2 boards wide. So not bad, actually. It'll be about 2 boards wide. So we'll get her measured, and then we might actually just go throw it in, see what it says, see what it looks like, and see what happens. So, all right. So I'm on my first ceiling board. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I kind of realized after I cut it that I could have ran my board the whole length. It was just 2 inches shy of what I needed. which sucks, because I could have probably pretty easily done that. And it just sucks because I used a whole board to do it. I'll probably do it over there, just because, and I'll make it work. But for now, I've got a 70-inch sheet because I thought I was going to run it sideways, but the ply actually bends more the long way than it does the, widthwise. And for it to make these curves, I'm trying to bend it kind of goofy. So I'm trying to test fit it right now and get it up there, but I feel like to have it the best it could be, I need to get up here and like literally hold it under here and figure out where it needs to go, so that I can start screwing it up. Which, speaking of, I'm gonna screw it up. I probably need some screws. What are these? 1 1/4. Perfect. So I'm gonna keep a couple of these on me. See if I can't get this somewhat figured out. If not, oh well. What up, what up, what up? Working on the van, and I got to a certain point last night where in the last clip you saw I got the ceiling in, but now it's out. I decided that these were 10.5 apart, and I decided I was going to make these 10.5 apart to be the same on both sides, as well as I didn't really like the way that it was lining up against the outside here. I could probably do another board or something like that, but I decided not to do that. Moved it back over here, and I'm just going to let the piece of plywood flex against that. But I'm like, well, since I'm going to take it down, I measured out 2 little notches where these bars come down, so that hopefully the plywood, when it goes in, it just can flex a little bit more against this, get a little bit of a tighter finish, and that way when I bring up this section, I can pretty much meet it. I'm hoping that I get a good nice meet behind the plywood coming down and the sidewall coming up. And then I also decided, not like, making all these changes, but I'm going to cut this just at a little bit of an angle, because over here it does pop out a little bit on the side. It's out a little bit more, so it hits in that corner before it's touching over here. It's not a big deal because the back wall would cover it, but just to be sure, and make my life easy, and that ends up just being a measurement up here, I will just cut it slightly at a slant so that it leans up against that back nice and soft, and just a little something to make it good. So I'm gonna go in and get this one cut, and then I might even cut another one. We'll see. No. I'm gonna go in and get this one cut. We'll get it back in here. We'll get it lined up, get it dialed in, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's get it. So that is much better. Both screwing it in as well as the way it looks on the side is definitely much more how I want it. The old way would have been, I think, the quicker, easier way, and that I was thinking, like that lump, I could probably get around it with finishing stuff, but not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it the right way, and cutting that little notch, let the board slide up there like it should have. I think the board also isn't as far over as it initially was. If it is though, it probably just looks, it's probably in the same spot, it just looks better because of those notches cut out. So what I can do now is I'm going to measure the width of this and cut a board. So I'll probably cut a board at 70 inches because that one will be easy. I actually am realizing now, so I'll probably cut a board at 70 inches and then cut it the width that I need it. And then from there, this is actually my light cable. So I need to put a little screw hole here with my drill so that I can fish the wire through, because what I'm going to do is after I get the sealing done and in, I'm going to cover it with like a it's like a foam, it's a, I don't know, like a sealing foam or something, fabric foam that I'm going to put up there, just real thin stuff, but it hides all of the screw holes and some of like the imperfections. And then I'll put I'll glue that onto the ply, and then I'll glue my fabric to the foam. That's what a buddy told me to do, and that's what I'm going to do. He had it turned out really good in his, and I think it's going to turn out really good in here. If you checked out the JetBoyCo Instagram, I posted a couple teasers on what we got going on in here. I mean, obviously, as you saw, we already did the floors, so we know what's going on there, but the walls and the ceiling, I've got a couple things up my sleeve. And I also needed to do up here as well, so I got a couple things I got to work on. But enough talking. I'm gonna get this piece measured out, and then I'm also gonna get this guy in. And at that point, we should have half of a van worth of sealing done. And then really, it's just a simple rectangle section I've got in the front here that should tie everything together and be one, final front piece. So without further ado, I don't even know if I'm out of the angle back there. Without further ado, we're gonna measure, we're gonna get cutting, we're getting to work. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We officially now have a ceiling. And as you can tell, well, maybe if you couldn't tell, we've got two light switches hanging, or two light outlets hanging down there. Oh wait, you're not gonna put any lights over here? Well, just so happened to be moving too quick, too excited, too focused on getting the ceiling up, that I completely spaced on dropping the wires through for the two lights. So I'm going to have to pull just this piece down here, as that's where the light is under, or the cable for the light is right here. So luckily I know where it is, but it's just a pain that I forgot it. It's currently 8:59. It took me an hour to get these little pieces on. I really wanted to get those done. I wanted to go in at 8, I'll be honest, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to push through. I need to get it done because tomorrow's a new day and I can focus on new things, like pulling the thing down to get the lights through. So but overall, just a huge day, and primed out. So officially, I mean, this piece is probably the most difficult because of how goofy this like part is. This one wasn't bad because I ended up just cutting it straight. It was going to be too much of a pain to have a piece. Like I was trying to cut it and put a piece here and do all this stuff. It wasn't going to work. I'm going to figure out with my just fabric and finishing, I'll figure that out as well on that side, because it's not like there's going to be anything structural put here. So I can just figure that out and do it that way. But other than that, like, this thing is coming along, man. I mean, look at, if you look like that, like, all we got to do is get the sides on and this upper section is done. So we've got all sorts of things coming. Hopefully this week, I'm really hoping by the end of the week that we are going to have we'll have the ceiling done, we'll have the lights pulled through, and then I'm hoping to end of week at least have the sides ready for framing. The goal is to get my boxes. I've got everything ordered that I need. The remaining pieces were ordered. That being the water tank and a gauge to tell how tall the water tank is, or sorry, not how tall, how full it is. But we got the sub box built that's going there. We've got the water tank going here, and then the other base box is going to go here, that being for the whole seat to complete it. Everything's already cut and measured and done. We just need to glue it together and get it all put together. So all of that stuff's coming in. So I would like to get that in so that I can start, working my way up. That being, the shiplap on the walls and on here and on the walls, and get my fairing strips on the walls in, and, fairing strips everywhere, and get this thing kind of on the road. The other thing, which you guys don't know about, is this door. The little cable at the bottom is super frayed, like about to break frayed, like clutch cable with 30,000 pulls on it about to break. And I thought I was going to have to buy the whole mechanism. I only need the cable. I thought I was going to have to buy the mechanism. And luckily, I found the cable, just the cable, and it was literally $5 versus $150 for the whole kit. So that was super prime come up. And so I got those ordered. So once I get that in, then I can do the door. That's been the real part on the door that I didn't want to do. I didn't want to seal it in with that cable being frayed. That would just be a bad idea, because as soon as I put the last bolt in, I'd go to open it, it would be broken or something like that. So we don't want to do that. And I got it fixed. So lots of things on the way, things coming in, and lots of things happening. I am super excited and am pumped on where we're at. So I'm going inside. I'm going to make dinner, and we'll catch you guys later. See you.